In today's video, I will discuss student engagement strategies in online classes. And I will discuss some of the online classroom activities which you can use to enhance student engagement. And we are starting right after this short break. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Tahir, and if this is your first time, please hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video on this channel. Now my YouTube statistics is telling me that only 12% of you guys have subscribed to my channel. So I would highly appreciate if you hit the subscribe button. Now let's come back to the topic. The biggest problem in online teaching is lack of student engagement. And there is an obvious reason that students do not like online teaching medium yet. They will get used to it, but still we are not at that stage. And research shows that most of the students, they still prefer face-to-face teaching. But it doesn't mean that the online teaching trend is going to slow down. We are observing an increasing trend of online teaching and online classes. Now, what are some of the student engagement strategies? First, you should understand that when we talk about student engagement, we are referring to the actions which students take in order to engage with our contents and in order to explore our content. Now, in order to engage students, you have to design your course structure in such a way that you provide your students opportunities to engage with your content and to perform some actions. And the best way to do this is through activities. Activities are very important in face-to-face classes as well, but when you go online, these activities are of prime importance. You cannot do anything without activities. If you just deliver the lecture or you give something to read, your courses will definitely fail. You will lose the interest of students. Students will not learn anything. Now, every effort we are going to make in order to enhance student engagement, the basic purpose of that effort is that our students must learn something. We must achieve the learning objectives of our courses. Now, what type of activities you should design? In this video, I'm going to show you 4 main points. There will be more activities, but basically these are 4 critical actions you can do. The first thing is that in every online lecture, at the end of the lecture, you randomly select 1, 2 or 3 students depending on your situation, and you have the ability to randomly select students. In mobile version of Google Classroom application, you can randomly select students. You just click on people and then you start random selection, as many selections as you want. Similarly, you can use Classroom Screen. Classroom Screen has a random selector which you can use to select your students randomly. You just hit the choose button and it will select one student, then you hit again, it will select the second one. So at the end of every lecture, you select some students and you ask them to summarize what they have learned in this class. And this reflection on the very recent lecture, on today's lecture, is very helpful in learning. And when you give them the instructions that at the end of the lecture, I will randomly select 3 of you guys and I will ask what you have learned in this class. So all of them will be paying attention during the class. So this is my first advice to improve student engagement. But you should always be selecting them randomly. Now the second thing you can do in order to improve student engagement is presentations. Now always do 2 types of presentations. One are simple 1-minute presentation and the other presentations are a little longer, maybe 5 minutes. And how you do this is you ask your students that on Wednesday, 3 of you will be presenting on a particular topic. Randomly select 3 students, ask them to choose a topic and then ask them to speak on this topic for 1 minute. No less, no more. In both cases, you will be deducting their marks. So you ask them to present and you arrange these 1-minute presentations in such a way that all students must participate during that course. So this is in the middle of the week. After this 1-minute presentation, you give them few topics to some of your students and give them 2 days, for example. And then on Friday, those 2 students or 3 students will be presenting a 5-minute presentation. For that presentation, you will prepare a question sheet and you will give this question sheet to some other students and they will ask questions. So this is how this presentation will be conducted. Two types of presentations during the course of your online course. Now the third thing you can do to improve engagement is use simulations. I have made a separate video for math and science teachers. You can watch that video and you can get hundreds of simulations free of charge for your courses. And for other subjects, you can create some simple animations even in PowerPoint. And I have noticed that these simulations are very interesting and students will get engaged with your content. Now at the end, the point number 4 in this video, which is the last advice for student engagement, is use class activities which are available in Classflow learning management system. If you look at Classflow, and I have few videos about Classflow and Active Inspire. These are Promethean products, which is a company which develops physical and software educational technology tools, also called EdTech tools. And Classflow is one of their learning management system. And this is the best system which has the most number of activities you can very easily make. There are 10 types of activities which are available on Classflow. Categorized, crossword, flashcards, label diagrams, matching, memory games, sequencing, timeline, Venn diagram, and word search. And 4 of them I would highly recommend. Number 1, which should be on your top priority, is matching. Then flashcards, then label diagrams, and then timeline. And I will make a separate video about these 4, which is in my plan. I will definitely make within a few weeks. And if you put these 4 types of activities in your classroom, even if you are not using Classflow, you are using any other learning management system. Many of these systems, they have activity creators where you will be able to create most of these activities in some way. There are some Chrome extensions or some add-ons, and on my channel you will find many other videos which you can watch. So create these 4 types of activities and you will see the results. You will see how interesting your class will become. And remember one thing, whenever you do any activity in the classroom, you must always use a timer. Classroom screen provides you the best timers. So when you will use a timer and you will use all these type of activities, you will definitely see a huge improvement in student engagement and learning outcome. Student will learn because when they will interact with your content, they will explore your content. They will reflect upon their learning. They will present what they have learned. These are the things which we are looking for, and this is fantastic. These type of activities are what we are looking for in online classes. So I hope that after watching this video, you will make some arrangements for these 4 types of student engagement strategies in online classes. Thanks for watching and see you next time.